Hey FlossTube.
Hey FlossTube.
I'm Bree.
I'm Ashlyn.
And this is Red Dirt Flossworks. And welcome to our New Year WIP Parade. Loud trigger warning incoming if you got earbuds in. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, there we go. A little bit.
That's fun. All right.
I need to clean it up.
It's like all over the table.
I know.
Okay.
Ta-da. That's fun.
Okay, that was fun. Okay, get my little thing adjusted here. It's running into my button. Okay. Well, everyone, welcome back if you're a returning viewer, and welcome if you're a brand new viewer to our channel. This is a channel about cross stitch and random other miscellaneous crafts, but mainly cross stitch. And today we're going to do our WIP Parade for 2026.
Oh gosh.
I know. Get set. Get you a drink. Get you some stitching. Because it's going to be... How many do we have?
I have 32.
I have 17. So what I think we're kind of going to do, like, Ashley's going to do 2, show 2, I'll show 1, Ashley's going to show 2, and so on.
Yeah.
We have a little bit of rhyme or reason. Do you want to talk about your order?
Yeah. They're sort of in an order. The ones at the beginning will be more of my 2026 focus pieces. Older projects that really need to get worked on because they may have not gotten worked on last year. And so some things I want to get finished or closer to a finish. And then I'll say when, but partway through I'll kind of change, and those will just be kind of my regular WIPs for the year. And I'll probably work on them too. It's just, it may be a couple days instead of a couple weeks.
Yeah. And then we'll try to, my order is, I just kind of grouped my designers together because I have 4 here that have 4 designers that have multiple projects that I'm working on, and then I'll do my singles after that. I don't really have mine in either a time or a focus order. I'll just kind of talk about my plans for that piece as we go through the year. So,
okay. Hey, that's enough.
It's already starting.
Well, Haya, go lay down. See, that wasn't even 10 minutes. She already ate that. Well, Haya, go lay down. We'll let the truck out far out.
Yeah. Okay. Today's WIP Parade is brought to you by water.
Yeah, we're recovering from last night.
Stayed up a little bit late last night, and we had a great time. Did some stitching, played some games, had some awesome food. Mm-hmm. I'm ready to bring in the new year.
Yeah.
So let's jump right in.
Okay. Last year when we did our WIP Parade, I had 25 WIPs on my list, and this year I believe I have 32. I think I found them all.
She texted me and she was like, "Oh, found another one. Oh, found another one."
Yeah, I thought I had like 28, and then I added like 4 more. But yeah, the first few that we're gonna show are ones that Bree and I are doing the same project, so we're gonna show them at the same time. The first one is probably our biggest one. It's Library of Dogs by Amy Stewart.
We will try to import the cover art. I'm gonna, when editing, Bree is editing, we'll import the cover art. I'll try for every piece. That way you can see what they're supposed to look like.
In case you can't tell what this is supposed to be.
So there's mine. All right. So this is supersize max color.
Yes, that's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
28 count Lugana 2/1 10 stitch. I'm at 0.07%.
I forgot to look last night. We actually worked on this one last night. I think I put in about 230s. 230 stitches.
160, but I was trying to figure out my counting error. I had a counting error somewhere, so I did a little bit of frogging yesterday. So
I'm at 0.48. we're
half.
almost to 0.5%. I might try to do that this evening. I might try to whip out a
Yeah, half a
0.5%.
percent.
In case you're wondering, 0.48% is 3,400 stitches.
I'm not that far.
So that just gives you the scale of this project. Anyway, so we worked on that together last night.
And
so.
we started these in July of 2024.
Yeah.
To a pink project bag that I made.
I don't have my project bag. My project bag was made by Ashlyn. It's in the bag over there.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, I took it out of the project bag to bring it over here. We started that for 24 hours cross stitch.
Oh, is that what we did?
That's what we did it for. What you got next month?
Nice. We'll put the cover art for the mugs.
Here's the cover for the mugs.
Mine will look very similar to this when I'm done. I'm doing them all in one piece with frame. Bree is doing hers.
I'm doing mine individual. I'm going to do them really close together, but I am going to do the individual so I can cut them apart and make them into ornaments. Ashley's doing good on hers.
I'm working on the Santa. I'm about 68% done with the Santa block. So, getting there.
And I just have the reindeer mug done. So, reindeer mug for me. I don't really have... As of right now, I'm going to put this one away because we just got done with Christmas stitching. Go check out our Flossmas wrap up if you want to see all the Christmas projects. But I think I'm going to put this one away for a little bit and work on some other projects.
I'm marking off on our list.
Mark them off as we go.
Both of those are focus whips for me. One, Library of Dogs, because it's just so big. Two, Christmas mugs, because it's already 2 years old. And I'm only on the second mug, so it needs working.
Okay, and the last whip that we have in common is the Empyrean Sal. If you are familiar with the book series Fourth Wing, this was by a stitch along that was hosted by Forbidden Fiber Company. And you got an exclusive chart, exclusive fabric, floss.
Final photo.
Here's the final picture. And
He's way farther than me. I'm not very far.
I just got a lot of the stitching done. I am going to, so Best Guy at War College, and then one of the famous quotes from the book, and then I've started on finished Segale over here, and then I'm working on tearing the other dragon over here.
This is all kit fabric, kit floss.
Everything.
It all came
with it.
with it. Including the project bag.
Ashlyn has the small one. I have the big one. I don't have the big one here with me because I was using that project bag for another project. I might put this one back in there now though because I don't have anything in that project bag now. So
There you go.
I might put something back in there. Also excuse the zipper sounds, sprinkling bag sounds. I tried to unzip everything before I came over here, but alrighty, those are the 3 projects that we have that we share. And now we're going to jump into all of our individual projects.
This one is called Merida Glow. I think that's the technical name. That's what I call it. It's just from a shop on Etsy, so if you want to know what that is, just send me a message. I'm not very far. Again, I don't think it got really worked on this year. I'm at 0.68%. So, got a lot of work to do. And it is 20 count Aida 2/2 full cross. So, it's a little slow going with the full cross, but
If you do full coverages, let us know. Because they're no small feat.
I know. They're one that you can work on for a whole day, a whole Saturday or Sunday afternoon, and you're like,
I didn't do anything.
I don't think I got anywhere. Worked on this morning.
I'm trying to, if you catch me looking down, I'm trying to take notes so editing Bree can have a little bit easier time in the editing process because this is going to be a long video.
This one is, oh, I think I have a
I
paper
love this
pattern.
bag. This project bag. Just look at it.
This
Sorry.
is the Twihard cross stitch mystery kit from Forbidden Fiber Company. If you haven't figured it out, we like Forbidden Fiber Company. I'm almost done. I have these 2 blocks left to do. So I was working on that this morning. I'm using everything in the kit except I swapped out the Hyacinth Purple for her Interstellar Navy Blue. Everything else is the same. And pull the pattern off. I was literally working on it this morning.
You just about got it knocked out.
Yes. So it's just about done. I'm trying to get it ethoed because I'm so close. I do not want it to sit and languish. And I think I'm going to put it in the fair since it will be done. Yeah. I'm just about finished. I think I'm going to work on this afternoon. Get a little more progress.
See how you go on it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna kind of start off on a kind of sad note. Sorry. Cute. These are the project bags that we made.
Yes. This summer we made a couple.
Yeah. Which we will hopefully get back into that as we get a little bit less busy after like March.
What's less busy?
This one here is a piece that I've been languishing on for a while as well. And I really love it. And I think it would be really, really pretty. So this is Rainbow Quaker Tiles. And I'm pretty sure this is by Bivster on Etsy. I can't really remember.
I think so.
I think so. So here it is. And it's so busy that it's kind of hard to see the stitching down at the bottom. Anyways, I've gotten quite a bit done. However, I've kind of fallen out of love with it. And I think this...
needle's still stuck in it back here.
There is a needle still stuck in it. I've decided that I'm going to unkit this, and I think I'm going to go ahead and rip everything out and put this away for now because I think this is a really pretty piece of fabric that could be used for something else, and I don't just love this anymore.
If you did just this color in a monochromatic,
That's
cute.
Yeah, so what Ashlyn said was just the lime green in a monochromatic
or similar
color. And that would be really, really cool looking too in monochromatic. So we'll see where it goes, but I think that this Quaker Tiles is going to get put away. So that's where we're at with that one. And that's the only one I have to unkit in this WIP Parade. So
mine are at the end of the list. This next one is the 250th birthday flag by Primrose Cottage, and I'm behind, but that's okay.
Oh yeah, you were gonna work on that last night
to do Christmas stitching, so it's not been worked on all December because of Christmas. But this is Vintage Country Mocha, 32 count, 2/2. And I'm using some floss left over from Patriotic Quaker, Stargazing, Cherry Cobbler, and Old Lace. Really, this project is easy. You just need a red, white, and blue and some fabric. Whatever your white will show up on. That's why I went with the Vintage Country Mocha. This was a little darker. But yeah. I think I'm going to take this next weekend when I go to Waco.
To catch up.
Because it's easy. I have the pattern memorized. I basically just need to know what color
Yeah.
and how many stars, so that'll be good for evening stitching.
Yeah.
This one I can't believe is not done. Oh,
Look at that bag.
Star Flag lives in this patriotic boots bag. This is Midsummer Stitch. This is the ornament from Lindy Stitch's Midsummer Stitch event she had a couple summers ago. It needs finished. It's almost done. I just need to put another couple evenings into it and finish it. I believe this is the called for floss, as far as I know. And then this is a piece of fabric that Brie and I dyed one day when we were playing with fabric. So it's almost done.
It's almost there. If you are stitching right now,
Oh, that's in this bag.
let me grab my. Oh, I got a needle minder or something stuck in here.
Uh-oh. There's needles and needle minders and all sorts of stuff everywhere.
Scissors stuck everywhere. Oh, here's my Stitching Bee Retreat. Oh, look, there's a needle. I just left it on there. Anyways, if you are stitching right now while you're watching our WIP Parade, let us know in the comments what you're working on. We would love to know what our viewers like to stitch on. We kind of stitch on a little bit of everything, but we'd love to hear what you're stitching on as well. I wish you could put pictures in the comments. I don't think you can.
No, YouTube
can't.
flags it.
Yeah. This is going to be one of my finishes this year, and I'm going to get it just a little bit further along, and then I'm going to finish this at the Stitching Bee Retreat 2026. This is the Be Kind spool. This was it a retreat exclusive?
Mm-hmm.
I think, but can you get it now?
I didn't see it on her Etsy, but I haven't looked in a while.
Anyways, this is the Be Kind spool. We got this at the March 2025 Stitching Bee Retreat. Started it there. I'm going to get it a little bit further along, and I'm going to finish it at the retreat. So that's kind of one of my projects that I'll be taking with me to finish. And it lives, so we were able to buy, which I found my 6-inch hoop, by the way, my 6-inch Q-snap. I found it and put it in there while I was looking through everything. Because the Empyrean Sow went missing at my house. It was MIA. And so I frantically foraged through everything that I had to find it. I did locate it. Anyways, it lives in this super cute project bag. The Be Kind spool was a kit that the 2025 Stitching Bee Retreat had kitted up for us. So you got fabric, floss, bag, needle, pattern, everything you needed to start this. And look how cute this bag is. This vinyl front bag.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the Be Kind spool.
Okay. The next I have is Autumn Love by Lori Holt. There's the whole piece. Okay. Zoom in a little bit. There we go. I don't think I worked on this year. I feel really bad about it. I have the whole middle section finished, the middle block, and so I'm working on the stars around it. Trying. Anyway, this is all called for floss and fabric. It's just DMC, and then the fabric is 25 count barley Lugana. It's a Lori Holt fabric. I gotta get everything back in the bag, or we're gonna have
If you have any questions,
disaster.
this whole area is going to be a disaster, really, when we're all done. If you have any questions about fabric size, floss colors, fabric colors, anything like that, please feel free to drop a comment down below. We'll be glad to answer that for you. If we miss it or something like that, just ask us. We're not trying to gatekeep or anything. We have a lot of stuff that we're trying to keep straight.
Quilty Barn by Lori Holt. Again, I don't think I worked on this at all. But I did come up with a different plan. I watched last year's WIP Parade this morning. So, refresh my memory.
That's commitment.
On what I was going to do. And I think instead of doing all 9 and then doing a separate one, you can actually swap the silo barn and the regular barn. They're the same size. So I think what I'm going to do is put this in the corners. Yeah, I think I'm going to swap this in for the corners so that way I get to do it, but yet I don't have to do a whole separate piece. Here's where it is. Again, I don't think I worked on that at all.
It's big.
It is big. Well, this is 14 count Ada. And it's big pattern. It doesn't say.
I don't say
it's in there somewhere. I'd have to dig it out, but it's big. This is 14 count ivory Ada from Hobby Lobby, and I'm far, but I'm not too far. And I'm also wondering if I want to switch fabric before I get any further. I'm wondering if I like this huge piece. I started this before I was like really super comfortable with 32 count and smaller, and I'm wondering if I want to switch to like a 32 count Lugana or 36 count Lugana or something, because it's big.
It is big.
That's
one of 9.
Yeah, so I'm thinking of switching fabric.
Because that's a bed sheet of fabric.
Yeah, it's like the big roll at Hobby Lobby, the big tube. But yeah, it's all, other than the fabric, it's called for floss, it's just DMC, etc. Get it back in the bag.
Getting everything out and then putting it back is a lot.
Yeah, I gotta switch buckets now.
Okay. Oh, is it my turn?
And we're back with another batch of projects.
We're back with a fresh batch. And my first one is going to be, and again, if you watched our Flossmas wrap up, this one was in there. This is Shannon Christine Designs Evergreen Forest. Super cute. It's on, I believe, a 28 count Lugana. I'm doing it 1/1, and this is Vintage Country Mocha in the color. Evergreen Forest is at about 25%. Started it on July 15th of 2025 for Christmas in July. So getting pretty good. Maybe we'll have it 50% by Christmas of this next year. Maybe we'll get 25% done on it. That is Evergreen Forest by Shannon Christine Designs.
October Month to Month by Stitching with the Housewives. There we go. Got a pretty decent chunk on this, but I don't think I worked on it all this year. I feel a little sad and put it. I know I have like the bottom third done, and I'm working on the word now, trying to get it done. So
it's so cute. I love the pumpkins. I love Halloween stitching.
Me too.
I just love holiday stitching.
I know. And unfortunately, I'm not the person that can pre-holiday stitch.
Yeah.
I have to have it during the holiday, and so for Halloween, I only do like maybe part of September and all of October.
Yeah.
So I really only have like a month, but this in this pumpkin project bag. Brie and I made a couple of these one night.
I think mine doesn't have anything in it. I think it's in my basket that just has project bags in it.
Next is December Month to Month by Stitching with the Housewives. And I did just have this in our Flossmas. Got a little bit of work on it. It needs a lot more work. But it's not really been a focus. So I'm going to try to work on it more this year, since it's already 2 years old. Those are both already 2 years old, so they really need some work. I did go through, I haven't been giving start dates, but everything from, I don't have anything from 22. Everything is 23 and forward. So most of my focuses are either the really large projects or the 2023s that need finished.
Okay. My next one is my birthday start from last year. So birthday start of 2024. This is Rainbow Mandala, and it is charted by Pain-Free Crafts. Rainbow Mandala does not have a ton of work. I can't give you an exact percentage because I'm not doing the black stitches, and there are a lot of black stitches. So here's Rainbow Mandala. I might try to make this one of my focus pieces this year to get a little bit more work done on it, because I really do like it, and I think it would look absolutely incredible. So I might try to work on this one more this year. We'll see how much, because I have a couple other pieces that I want to get done, but we'll see. I bought the Rainbow Mandala needle minder. It is just basically a copy of the pattern in needle minder form. So that is Rainbow Mandala by Pain-Free Crafts.
Next I have Winter Woods by Satsuma Street. This was a sal she did in 2023. I intended to keep up with it, and that did not work. This got a little bit of work on it during Flossmas, but nothing really before that.
Okay.
This is 28 count Lugana Mystic by Picture This Plus. 2/2. It is a mix of full cross and half cross. But I am at 47.75%. So a little bit left up here to do, and then I'll be able to move the frame and do the bottom half. I'll have a picture up of what it will look like in the end. It's really cute, and I really do love her use of color.
It's not traditional Christmas colors.
It's super traditional now, because
Kinda like
even
the
the
green.
red and green is a little different.
I think that's why I like it, is because it's just not. It's not
Yeah.
red and green and silver, and it's different.
Yeah. And the bottom has an owl on one block and a deer on the other block, so I'm super excited to get to those animals. Okay. And then my last focus, which this is a newer project, but it's a focus because it's potentially a gift. So we'll see how much I get done on it. But here's the full picture. This is Texas Landscape by Abby Sue Designs on Etsy. This is a mystery fabric, and it is the called for floss. I am doing 1/1 on this mystery blue Ghana.
You got quite a bit done on that. I think that looks like a 28 count.
I'm only at 15.9%.
Oh wow. So it's large.
It's big.
That's gotta be like, no, that might be like 20.
I don't know. I should have counted. 22 or 25 probably.
Yeah, something like that.
But I am at least all the way from the right to the left. So I'm kind of filling in by color a little bit as much as I can count. But yeah, started that this summer in August. She did a fundraiser on her Etsy. If you bought a couple of her Texas patterns, that was donated to help with the flooding in Texas that they had this summer. And it lives in this project bag. I thought it was fitting.
It is.
But yeah, those are all my 2026 focus whips. I have 12, so we will see. Hopefully I can get more done.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
My next one is going to be Black Roses by Al Forrest Embroidery. I got quite a bit done on this one. This was a start in May of 2025. I have to keep my little notebook available here. Black Roses started in May, and I'm at about 12% done. So which is a decent chunk, I feel like. I want to get more done on this year. This is going to be one of my pieces that I take to the retreat in March. Because I really, really love the way that the black looks. So this beautiful, and this piece is really long. This is a long this way piece. This is on a 40 count linen Easter basket. And it looks like an Easter basket. It looks like pink and blue cotton candy, and I absolutely love it. The fabric is by
Live and Die LA.
Live and Die LA. Ashlyn knows more about my projects than I do. Okay. Anyways, that's Black Roses by Owl Forest Embroidery. I am doing the big roses that are bloomed out in a darker red. They're more mature, and then I've done all the rosebuds in a little bit lighter red, and that is the only other color that I am doing. I'm only doing those two colors in this entire piece. The rest of it will be DMC 310. So I do have a Cone of Doom to save the day. I have a DMC 310 Cone of Doom. Otherwise, I'd be buying like, I don't know, like 40 skeins of black.
Yeah,
so
a lot.
So that is Black Roses. That'll be one of my focus pieces for the year. I am taking it to the retreat in March.
Yes.
It lives in this super cute watermelon bag that Ashlyn made.
I thought it was cute.
It's so cute.
All right. September Month to Month by Stitching with the Housewives. There's the pattern there. And started this in 2024, so it's a year and something old. Working on the word September. I just started in the middle on this one for some reason. So I went that way, and then now we're going the other way. So, but that should give me a bunch of good anchor points to then do everything else around. Called for floss, called for fabric. Keeping it easy. And it was
Cute. Did you make that bag?
Yes, I did.
It's so cute.
Dog full project bag. The next one is Haunted Hollow. Here's what the whole thing will look like. This was a Sal October 2024 for Stay Platinum Stitchery. She did this. It's all out now, so I'm just working my way down. I'm at 41.13%.
So cute.
So 32 count Lugana Oracle by Picture This Plus, and I have exchanged some of the flosses. The ghosts are glow in the dark.
Try to insert a picture of that here. If you've never seen this, if you're joining us, never seen this piece before, those ghosts glow.
Yes, and then I have all the DMC light effects, so I'm swapping some of those in and out as we go.
Okay, my next piece is, let's do a pretty recent one. My next one is Toad Ghoul Terrarium, and this is a stitch along pattern by Noctiflora Designs. It is complete now, and I started it on September 19th. That is when it came out, and I stayed up with it up until I started my birthday start, which I'll show next. It has 10 releases, and I am on release number 6. I need to start release number 6, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 7. I'm on 7.
Yeah.
So I need to start number 7. This is by Noctiflora Designs. And it's basically a terrarium that is all creepy, slimy toadstools. So, and when she releases the patterns, she gives you a little excerpt on what the toadstools were based off of, and they are based off of real toadstools that exist in the world. So I really like that we get a little background on where they come from. So that's Toad Ghoul Terrarium by Noctiflora Designs. This is on 18 count, like Chiari. Is that Chiari? I believe you can purchase the whole thing if you still want this pattern. Like I said, I threw a picture of it up earlier. You can still purchase the full pattern now that it's out from her website. So that is going to be one of my focus pieces for the year. I would like to get this one finished. Like I said, I only have 4 releases to go, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And I want to get that one done this year. So that's going to be one of my focus pieces as well. It lives in, excuse the floss.
Very fitting bag.
A very fitting, colorful chameleon bag that Ashlyn and I made. This was one of, just like her hedgehog one. And it's lined, excuse the flosses in there, it's lined with rainbow fabric. So that's Toad Ghoul Terrarium by Noctiflora.
Okay. My next one is Berry Bakery by Stitching with the Housewives. It's a PDF pattern, so I'll pop a picture up. I'm not very far. I did work on it this year though, a little bit. This was a Strawberry Moon Sal start a couple years ago because it's got strawberries in it. This is 32 count Lugana in Blueberry by Fiber on a Whim, and I'm doing my own floss conversion. I'm just kind of making it up as I go along, so if you want to know what a certain color is, I can let you know, but I'm just winging it.
We like winging it.
Yep. I'm gonna get it sort of folded back up.
Because it's a pretty big one too, isn't it?
It's like a medium. It's not quite a whole half a fat quarter. And then it lives in a strawberry bag that I made. It's like a flat envelope bag. This is some of the last fabric I purchased from Joann's.
Rest in peace, Joann's.
Yeah. And this is a Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch bag tutorial. Okay, here we're getting into kind of a few in a series, sort of. Stitching Quaker by Primrose Cottage. I got pretty far. I worked on this a lot because I really liked it.
This one is awesome.
It looks really good. Called for floss. I just bought the kit from Primrose, and the fabric is 32 count Lugana taupe. That's what I'm doing all my Quakers on. So
it's just a good neutral color.
And the white still shows up really well on there, even though it's a lighter color.
Yeah, because you want your white to show up. That's because that's what accents everything.
Yes. And I started that back in May, as soon as it came out, as soon as I got it in the mail. And it lives in this Stitch Supply Co. project bag. I have a bunch of these, and they are awesome bags. Highly recommend.
My birthday sale this year, or my birthday start this year. My birthday start is Latitude by Long Dog Samplers. I kind of went on a limb this year. Everybody around me, meaning all the floss, well, not all the floss tubers, but several of the floss tubers that I watch are doing beaded projects. I know that Andrew, the runner stitcher, I'm fairly certain that he is doing black roses.
I think so.
In all beads. The Al Forrest embroidery black roses. So I was inspired to start a beaded project of my own. And I am doing Latitude by Long Dog Samplers. If I can get my needle over here because my needle winder fell off. Let me put it in here. Maybe.
We're super professional.
We're great.
If you haven't figured it out.
We're great. Lift this up a little bit. So this is my start on Latitude by Long Dog Samplers. It is done entirely in beads. These are called Blue Iris. And if you watched a previous video, I did import a video of me showing the beads so you can see. They are blue, green, purple, black sheen, so kind of like oil spill. So they look kind of dark on the video, but they are actually really, really pretty. More blue, yeah, in person. So they're really pretty. So that is Latitude. Oh, this is 32 count,
No,
28, 28. This is 20. Oh yeah.
That was a
catastrophe. Yes. Started it on a 32 count, even did some test stitching on a 32 with the beads, thought it would be fine. Don't know if this fabric is, I don't know what happened. Anyways, 32 was too small and had to up it. So now I have a bed sheet worth of 32 count opalescent Lugana at my house, and I had to get a bed sheet of 28 count to fit this on there. So now I've got to figure out what I'm going to do on the 32 count huge piece that I have. So that is Latitude, my long dog samplers.
You could dye it any color.
Yes, you can dye the opalescent really well, and you can still see the opalescent. So I might do that. We'll see.
Okay, it goes this way. Gotta make sure I got it orientated the right way. Autumn Quaker by Primrose Cottage. There's the pattern if you want to go look it up. Started this the first day of the first day of fall in 2024. I don't think I really worked on this at all last year. I think I was working on something else. Stitching Quaker or the Texas landscape. I was doing something. There's a reason. So yeah, it's getting there, but it's a good one to take with me places because it's monochromatic, so it's easy. And then Christmas Quaker by Primrose Cottage. That's what the pattern looks like. And I did work on this during Flossmas, so we got a little bit of work. And both of those are 32 count Lugana and taupe called for floss. Keep it easy around here. I just try to order from them the floss.
My next one is Year in the Woods, Cottage Garden Samplings, Year in the Woods. This is number 5. Anyways, it's a summer. I can't remember exactly what number it is. It's the bear. And I've got pretty much, oh look, there's a needle on there. Somewhere. So this is the bear. And I have almost all of the cattails over here on this side of the bear done. If you'll notice, well, this is on 40 count Valor linen by Picture This Plus. This is going to be one of my focus pieces this year as well. I started this June 21st for the first day of summer. On this piece, I also did the barn owl, which is over here. I'm going to pull this back so you can see it. It's right there. I want to do all 3 summer animals on the same piece of fabric. So the barn owl is here, the bear will be in the middle, and then there's enough fabric over here to do the eagle as well, which is the 3rd summer animal. They're not in the 4, 5, 6 order, whatever the summer order is, but I liked this order better. So the barn owl is finished, it's over here, and then I'm working on the bear, and then once the bear is finished, the eagle will be over here. So I really love working on this linen. It is so pretty. I just love the way it looks with the summer animals. This was the recommended fabric for these animals by Cottage Garden, and I'm just loving the way that it's coming out. Featuring my needle minder from Just Keep Stitching. Love Pam and Steph.
P&B Creations on Etsy.
Yeah, that's her needle minders. And then this one, I think you got me, the little button.
I got you this one.
You got me this one. Yeah. Somebody got me the little button one, the snail button. Anyways, so that's the bear. Cottage Garden Samplings.
All right, Summer Quaker by Primrose Cottage. Here's the full pattern. Again, 32 count taupe blue Ghana. I got threads everywhere, man. Goodness. I swapped out the floss. The yellow was just a little too pale for me. So this floss is Forever in Blue by Forbidden Fiber Co. I thought it was a nice medium bright blue. It kind of went with summer. I ordered a couple skeins of it. Try to make sure I had enough. And I started that this year at the start of summer, June 20th. So it's not very old. And then this is only a couple months old. Started this on October 25th. This is Halloween Quaker by Primrose Cottage. Here's the pattern. I think I put 1 day into this, so it did not get very much. 32 count Lugana taupe, called for floss, which is I think all Weeks Dye Works. So maybe one color and classic color works. But yeah. There's that one.
Okay.
And they all live in this bag.
Oh yes, I have my bag too.
Made us at last year's retreat.
My evergreen forest is in my honeycomb bag.
Your holidays are just all willy-nilly.
I just put it in whatever bag I can find, you know. If I put it in a pillowcase, I might put it in a pillowcase. We'll see. I guess that's like anything can be a project bag if you believe it can.
Yeah, like that Ziploc bag you got going on there. The OG.
There it is. The OG
bag.
project bag. Empyrean sells in a Ziploc bag right now too. Next up is Santa's House for me. I just have the smallest of starts. It's not really a super small start. If you watched Christmas in July or Flossmas, you know I had to restart this one, and this is my new start. So I'd say that's maybe like a fifth of the way done, maybe.
Yeah. The house is really some
Stitch heavy. Yeah, it's full coverage. The house is on darn near full coverage, so it's got a lot. This is by Cottage Garden Samplings as well. So they had a Year in the Woods series. They had a Year in the Woods 2 series. They had 12 the Fabulous House series as well. So there's 12 of these plus a bonus one. So there are 13 houses in total. That's Santa's House by Cottage Garden Samplings in the OG gallon Ziploc bag.
These are the Christmas little freebies by Shannon Christine Designs. I'm just gonna fill up this whole fabric with different little freebies that she puts out. They're usually like 30 by 30 little pieces. She puts them out on her Instagram and her Facebook, so go check her out. This is 16 count Ada Snow on Aqua by Fabric Flare. It's a digitally printed fabric, and I'm just using the called for floss pretty much. So I'm just gonna fill that whole fat quarter up with little things. They live in this little mesh project bag from Fat Quarter Shop. Next is December Quilty House. This is by Confessions of a Homeschooler, Erin, on Instagram and YouTube. And worked on this over Flossmas. Started it December 1st, 2024. Did some, and then this year worked on it for a couple days during Flossmas. 32 count Lugana in platinum and called for floss. So I have the November one done, working on December, and I'm going to try to do all 12 in the series. And finally got it out of a pumpkin bag and into a kind of more generic bag.
Yeah, generic bags are good. The one that I'm going to show now is my very first Hade that I started, and I love it. I just haven't worked on it very much. I would like to get it more out this year and work on it a little bit more. This is Comforts of Home by Terry Redlin, and here is how much I have. You can see when you hold it back, oh, it just looks so good. When you hold it back a ways, like when you're up on it, you're like, it's okay. But then when you hold it back a ways and look at it, it looks really, really good. This is, like I said, this is my first one that I ever started. It's at about 6%, so it's not too far along. I would like to get some more work on this year, but I do enjoy working on this one. So that is Comforts of Home by Terry Redlin. It's featuring, hold on, the dog is like,
she's under the table.
She's under the table. Featuring my very first needle minder that I ever purchased, which is the little neon cat or whatever with its little cross stitch frame, its little hoop and little needle. Super cute. Oh yeah, this was my very first Heaven and Earth design full coverage, and then I also, this is my very first kit that I bought. So if you, I don't think they do it anymore, but Heaven and Earth used to be able to order the material packs. Here's the rest of the floss. There's a little bit of floss in there.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. So I have that as well. I did not do that on any of my other ones, just this one. It's almost easier to just kit it up yourself. But it is nice having it come to your door because fabric and everything comes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, serged and everything.
Oh, perfect.
So that's that.
Alright. Next I have is the Poison Heart Frog by Needle Lot Designs. Started this on Valentine's Day this year and put in a few, hold on and tell me if I got it the right way. Put in a few stitches, a few days worth. This is 32 count Lugana Midnight Sky by Live and Die LA. And this is called For Floss. I'm at 17.56%. And as you can see, it's an invisible frog. So hopefully when I work on this in February, I'll work to get the frog started.
I just love how it's just like, I love the style of it.
Yeah, Needle Lot Designs has some really cute patterns. She has a Ko-fi subscription that I did for a couple months because of this pattern. And she has a really like bright cartoony style. Some really cute stuff. And once it's been in her Ko-fi subscription for a while, I think she moves it over to Etsy. So you can get some of them there now. But really cute little designs. Lives in this project bag that I made.
Hemingway pouch.
Yes, I love the Hemingway pouch. So cute. And then next is April Monthly Mini Village by Country Cottage Needleworks. I gotta make sure I get the right words in the right order. Started this at the end of April. I almost missed it because I was like, oh, it's April 27th. Maybe I should, I don't know, start an April project. I did get quite a bit done. I worked on this for, I don't know, a week or two. And 32 count Lugana by Vintage Country Mocha. Called for floss. And I need to get the December one. But I have all of the monthly mini villages. So I'm just going to do them all on the same.
On the big piece.
Yeah, on the big piece. I'm hoping I can fit it
You can
on
fit
half. And then I can fit maybe at least 2 more.
Oh yeah. You could get,
I think at least 6. 6 or 8.
you could get 4 of these on there easily, because this halfway will get you another one. And yeah.
Yeah. So Bree picked this up at Silver Needle for me.
Oh, yeah.
She was there for something.
I don't even know.
You were in Tulsa for something.
That was in October. That was in the trap shoot.
No.
No, was that not it?
No, you picked me up something else in October. This was, you went in like February or March.
I have no idea.
I think. I don't know. Or maybe I got this when we went to the sale.
I think that's when you got it.
Maybe that's what I did. You got me Vintage Country Mocha for
In October.
Thing else. When you were there.
Because I drove my friend Ariel there.
Yes.
She's not a cross stitcher, but she's my friend. And I was like, hey, because we went for our trap shoot in Inola, which is just on the outskirts of Tulsa. And I was like, hey, we're going to go to the cross stitching store. Sorry for that brief intermission. Go ahead.
Oh, it's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yep.
Okay. Next up is one that I talked about on... Ooh, having that door open was chilly. Mm-hmm. Next is Christmas Light Lane. I can get my little board situated here. Christmas Light Lane by Charted by Heaven and Earth Design. This artwork is by Donna Gelsinger. This was a Christmas exclusive in 2021. I think the last 4 times that I've talked about it, I've said 2023, but it was a Christmas exclusive in 2021, so that's how long that I have had it going. Let me see if you can, there. I should have scooted the threads over there. Now you can see the 2 Christmas lights down there at the bottom a little bit better. Worked on this one in Christmas in July and through Flossmas. Got some work done on it. It's got about 6,000 stitches this year. So,
oh, nice.
Yep, it's at about 7.89%. So this was a Christmas Eve start in 2021. So it doesn't have very much work on it, but it does look good.
Nice.
So that is my Christmas Light Lane.
Okay. My next one is House Barn by Cottage Garden Samplings. This is number 7 in the Fabulous House series. Started this right after I got it in 2024. And then worked on it a little bit this summer when I went on vacation. Started in the middle and I'm filling in a little bit of the barn so that I can just have some fill-in work. This is 32 count Lugana Vintage Stormy Night, called for floss. Yeah. Now that I have one Fabulous House done, I'm working on the second one.
I do love the house barn.
It's cute. I love the little cows.
Yes. I think the next house that I'm going to start is going to be the Halloween one. Haunted house.
One's cute too.
I loved it. I love the haunted house.
Next this is a brand new start. Started this in December 2025. This is Holiday House by Satsuma Street. This was a sale she did this year. I just waited and saved it for Christmas. I had plenty to do this fall. This is called for floss. 18 count Ada raw linen opalescent. I'm liking this Ada. It's really easy to stitch. The opalescent gives it a little look, and she suggested this raw linen color. So, what is it? This Lori Holt Christmas project bag.
Love Lori Holt.
Yeah.
My next one, also saw it in Christmas in July, is the Dimensions sleigh stocking. And it had got quite a bit of work. At Christmas in July, I put in the cardinal and the snow over here, and then I also worked on the greenery and some of the sled over here. I did add a little bit of the sunrise over here, but I didn't do too much over there. So mainly over here was my focus. Got a lot of that done. I don't know, I'd like to have it done by next Christmas, but I think I said that in last year's WIP Parade. I'd like to have it done by Christmas, and it's not done by Christmas. So that is my dimension. It's a, is it a gold dimensions? Yes, yes, it's a gold. It's a gold. So there's lots of color changes, but that's what makes them amazingly beautiful. So lives in this project bag. This Christmas. Oh, it's in a Christmas project bag. You can't really see it because all my stuff is in here and all the flosses and everything, but this has Christmas trucks on the inside of the bag. So it lives in a Christmas bag. I got that from Dixie Darlin', the cross stitch store in Pigeon Forge that's no longer there. So
Sad day.
sad day.
All right. Next, started this at the Jingle Ball a month ago. I took the class by Primrose Cottage. I did the Mary Stitchmas project bag. And I just ordered the kit from Primrose Cottage. So it came with the bag, came with floss and everything. And that's how far I've gotten. I've only worked on it just hours. Worked on it during the class and then pretty much put it away and worked on it a couple hours at Christmas. So it's not gotten much work at all, but that's okay. It's not that old and it'll be fun to work on maybe like Christmas in July or something.
Yeah.
Work on that. Next is my birthday start from November. We did a live video if you want to go check that out. This is a mystery cross stitch kit from Forbidden Firework Co. Practical Magic themed. This is Things to Know for Certain. And it's a little kind of thing from the movie. Called for floss, called for fabric, you know, everything in the kit. I've got the first line pretty much done, I think, and I'm ready to move on to the second part. So, sorry, it's kind of hidden up in there, but yep. Oh, and I ordered, kit came with the bag.
For Midnight Margaritas.
Yep. And then I ordered the second regular bag as well. This was the mystery bag in the kit. And then she has another one that's pink. I've showed it on another floss tubing haul, but ta-da.
I should have got mine out. I wasn't ready. I'm not ready. I've got just a couple more. How many more do you have?
3.
I've got 2 more, so that'll work out good. Okay. This is one of the first kits that I ever started, and I did a lot of learning with this kit. This is Garden Bouquet. It's a Dimensions kit. Let me grab the little board here so you can see it better. Anyways, Garden Bouquet it's a Dimensions kit. This is all that I have done on it. This, I took this to Jamaica with me, worked on it a little bit, took this to Mexico. This is kind of my traveling piece. So I didn't work on it much this year. I may or may not work on it this year. This was actually a gift from my friend Lolo when I was still in college. And so that tells you how long I've had it. I don't even have a start date for you, but that gives you a rough idea. That was like 6 years ago that I graduated from college. So anyways, I really, really like it. It is really pretty. I just haven't worked on it much because I kind of work on it when I travel. So that is Garden Bouquet. It's a Dimensions kit. And appropriately, it lives in my scuba diving bag that I got. This bag is waterproof and it's made out of recycled material because we want to save the oceans. So
Nice.
I feel like that's appropriate.
Okay, I've got a few left. Just a few. Jump Clump by Plum Street Samplers. Started this at the Stitching Bee retreat last year. This is my first ever linen project. I wanted to use the called for, so it is 36 count Saltbush by Fox and Rabbit, and I'm using the called for floss. And yep, I forgot to remember which way's the top.
Sorry.
This is the one. I did not get much work on it because this pattern has a lot of 1/1 and 2/2. And if you start in the middle, that's exactly where the 1/1 and the 2/2 mix is. So I was getting used to linen and then getting used to the 2/2 and the 1/1. So, and you're at a retreat, so you're talking, you're chatting, you're hanging out. So I just got a few hours in on it. But yeah, it's gonna be really cute. I'll probably work on this maybe next October for Halloween or something. And I had to put it in a hoop. I'm not used to hooping my projects anymore. I usually do everything in hand if possible. So I don't know how I had this folded. It's all wrinkly.
It's all wrinkled up.
Well, I had to steal the hoop out of it for something else. So, but yeah, mostly all the called for. Next is Spotted Cow by Mill Hill. This is a bead and buttons, or buttons and beads kit. So all the kit, floss, all the kit, perforated paper, etc. And I did work on this a little bit. I started this at the Stitching Bee 2024 in Tulsa. First one we went to. So I've done it some.
My mom got me a big button and bead for Christmas, and I thought about getting the pattern. The frame.
Frame, yes. Highly recommend the magnetic wooden frames off of Etsy.
I feel like it would be very helpful for the big ones.
Yes, for sure.
I love it for my little one. So,
You just want to start over?
yeah, I'll just start over. Okay, my second to last project is the Halloween Ball by Just Nan. This was a release in September, but we got it in October, and I got mine from Liberty Hill Needleworks, and I wanted the kit. I wanted everything. The only thing they didn't provide was the call for DMC. So they provided the pattern, the fabric that's been specifically dyed for this, and the beads, and the little charm things that go on it, and then of course the booklet instructions. So here is the first page, which is the jack-o'-lanterns. Sorry, it's a little bit. There's the jack-o'-lanterns. And the reason that they are on each individual page is because we're going to cut them out and sew them together to make the ball. So that's why they're like upside down and not the right way and all that. So that's why they're designed that way. But whenever we cut them out and put them all together, they'll be the right way. The second page, so done with the jack-o'-lanterns except for the beading. I'm saving the beading on all the pieces until the very, very end. And then this is how far I am. And this little T tells me to make sure I keep which way, because they are slightly different. Every panel is slightly different. This one is going to be the ghosts. So there are a page of jack-o'-lanterns, a page of ghosts, a page of skeletons, a page of spiders, and then a page of random. There's 4 random monsters on that page. So I'm on page 2, and this is kind of a focus piece for me right out the gate here. I've been working on it since I finished up Christmas in July. Or Christmas in July.
Oh God.
Flossmas. We're not quite that far yet. Flossmas. Because I would like to get this one finished and fully finished, put together for the retreat in March. Pray for me. So we're gonna see if we can get it done, but this one has been going really well. I'm actually gonna work on this one this afternoon. So
nice.
that is the Halloween ball by Just Nan.
Cute.
And I've got it in my little clear case that has all my stuff in it. Ashlyn got me this little case that had goodies in it, and it works perfect to keep everything together. So that's what I have.
Alright, I have one more project. Jingle Bell Wreath by Mill Hill. The little ornament kit. I don't know. Started this over the summer. Stitched on it in the car, travel project, etc. So not in a big hurry. It's just for funsies. Maybe I'll finish it to go in the fair as a Christmas ornament. But it's all just Mill Hill kit. Just don't want to leave any of my projects out, no matter how big or small. And then this is a bag that I made that is a little small for regular projects, so I always just keep a Mill Hill going and then another Mill Hill like kitted up, ready to go in here. So there's two, and it's just easy to grab and throw in the car. Okay, that's all my current WIPs.
All right, my very last one is Pandemic by Long Dog Samplers. I'm doing this on a 20 count black Zweigart Ada. The color scheme, as you can tell, is a dark purple gradient to a light purple. And then this over here is the lightest color, and it's on a diagonal, so it's going like this. This is the lightest color over here, and then as soon as I get that finished, we're going to start transitioning back to the dark. So in this corner it'll be dark, we go to light, 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 and then we go back to dark in the opposite corner. I am just doing it on, or I'm doing it with just regular DMC. If you would like this DMC list, because I can't think of all the colors off the top of my head, please leave a comment down below. I'll be glad to give you the DMC list. In order to get the seamless gradient, there are combinations. So like certain
threads,
like combination of threads. So I've got one color, I'm doing it 2/1 full cross. So there'll be one thread of one color and one thread of another color in order to make the seamless gradient. So I'm really enjoying that. It is at 22%. I think my goal this year is to get it to like 40%. I would like to get quite a bit done on this because I really, really do love working on it. So this is going to be one of my focus pieces as well. I will be taking this one to the retreat in March as well. So it'll get some work done too. That is Pandemic by Long Dog Samplers.
That's all your WIPs?
That is all I have.
Okay, I have two projects that I'm going to UFO. When I was making my list, looking at everything and going through, these ones are just not speaking to me anymore, so we're going to go ahead and de-kit them. And I already have the patterns, they're already bought, so if I feel it later I can, but right now they're just not calling to me. One is Freedom, and this is a Patchwork Seasons pattern by Fat Quarter Shop. I'm not super far, and I'm just not, I don't know, this 14 count Ada is just not doing it for me anymore. I feel like my skills and my interest level is beyond 14 count Ada, so this one's gonna go de-kit so I can utilize that floss. And next is Alpine by Satsuma Street. I do like this piece, and again I like Satsuma Street colors, just not really feeling working on this project right now. And again, I'm not super far, so I do think I'm gonna pick this out so I can keep this fabric. This is some that Brie and I coffee tea dyed a couple years ago.
Yep.
So then it can be repurposed and I can pull these threads and use them for something else. Yeah, so that takes me down from 34 to 32. So
And mine that I unkitted is going to bring me from 17 to 16. So we're starting.
I thought that included or.
17 includes the one that I'm going to unkit.
Oh.
16 is going to be my actual number. So
Okay. All right. We ready for some 2026 plans?
I think so. I think I'm ready for some plans. And you can see I have a blank piece of paper here.
Yeah, a little scribble.
My little. That's where I started scribbling with.
Okay. All right.
Brief intermission water break. It was like 0.5 seconds for you, but a few minutes for us. We ran out of battery. Imagine that.
Again.
Again. All right, we're going to wrap up our video with our goals for this year. And we've got some lofty ones.
Mm-hmm.
Set them high. Okay.
I would like to work on my 12 focus pieces. Somehow, whatever that looks like. Just work on them. Progress. Not necessarily finishes, but just get lots of work done on them because they've been kind of not getting attention. So Library of Dogs, I'd like to get it to 1-page finish if possible. At least lots of
Some work on it.
work.
We kind of share that, so I'm wanting to get Library of Dogs to 1 page as well. I think their standard page sizes are about 7,800 and some change.
Pictures or so.
And I'm at about 3,000 and some, so I'm about halfway through a page.
That's not right.
That can't be right.
That's not right, because you're not even close.
I'm not even close. So I wonder if the supersized max color are bigger. If the page, I just hit the camera. I bet the supersized max color are a bigger page size.
I think so. I want to work on Texas landscape and get progress on it because it's potentially a gift, and it needs attention. And then that would turn into, I want to do the Texas landscape and the Texas flag and have them both be gifts. So when I get close to being done with the landscape, I want to start the Texas flag one. And then my new starts, which this is going to be a low start year because 32 WIPs is too many for me. I want to do a new start at the Stitching Bee. So I'm thinking of doing the stitching, the Honeybee Quaker by Primrose Cottage. And then it's just fun to have a new start at a retreat, kind of a memory
To commemorate that.
with the project. And then a birthday start, like we always do. And by always, I mean we've done it twice. So, you know, and it may be something small. Again, it doesn't have to be anything big, you know. So, I work on large projects and small projects. So who knows what it'll be. Who knows what will come out by November.
That's right. As I just mentioned, I'd like to get my pandemic to about 40%. It's at about 22% right now, so I would like to get it to that 40% mark. If I could get it over that, that would be great. But if not, I would just like to at least get it to 40%. So we're approaching the halfway point. I want to get finished. I worked all the way across the top, and then I want to move the frame down and start working so I can have an entire top so you can see, when I take it out of the frame, you can see the whole gradient from the dark to the light.
Nice.
I would like to finish the Halloween ball. Like I just said, I want to finish the Halloween ball by the Stitching Bee retreat so I can take it to show. I mean, fully finished, sewn together, put together, everything. At the Stitching Bee retreat, which we're going to go to in the middle of March in Norman, Oklahoma, I want to finish the spool, which is what I started last year at the retreat. I want to finish it this year at the retreat. And then I would like to, the only start foreseeable right now is my smalls exchange for that retreat.
Oh yeah, I need to do that too. I don't know if I said that.
That, and then a birthday start, which is not for another 11 months. So we've got plenty of time to get some stuff done. So it's going to definitely be a low start. I would also like to finish Toad Ghoul Terrarium I stayed up with that one really, really well. I enjoy stitching on it. I would like to finish that one. I might try to get that one done by like June, depending on how fast I get the Halloween ball done and stuff like that and all that. So we'll see. And then I would like to finish the Empyrean Cell, the dragons. There is a lot of back stitch on it. I think I'm going to be cutting out some of the words at the bottom and getting it finished up. I know for sure I'm going to do some of the swords and stuff like that and finish the dragons and all that, but I am cutting out some of the things to get it done. I want to get it done this year and put up, so.
Same. I'm going to trim it down some too.
Yeah. That's my goals for 2026. It's been a good year. It's been a good year. So we had lots of stuff go down in 2025. It was busy. I got lots of stitching done. Yeah. So, anything else you have?
I'm starting 2 new block of the month quilts through Cozy Quilt Barn. We had some people on our last video say they kind of wanted to see or didn't mind seeing the quilty stuff, so I will probably start trying to show my block of the month pieces. So that does limit some of my stitchy time because I have to get those done in the month for the next month. And I'm doing 2 this year, not just 1, so that's a lot more time. But I'll start showing those pieces as I get them done and trying to wrap up this year's 2025 block of the month quilt. I have 1 more block left to do, and then it's just putting it all together. So I'm trying to keep up with that, trying to keep my quilty whips down. I'm going to do the same thing with them, is work towards finishes before I really start anything new. So,
yeah, that's kind of what our focus is for this year. If you've made it this far, congratulations to you. We are going to do our 1,000 subscriber giveaway in the next video. So tune in for that. We're going to be giving away a couple of good things in the next video. So if you've made it this far, what emoji should we do? Leave us a
what's a New Year's one?
What's a New Year's one?
I have the one with the little party hat and the little blower.
Oh yeah. Leave us the little emoji that has the little party hat and the little whistle thing that yeah, leave us that emoji. And like I said, we'll see you guys in the next video. We're gonna do our giveaway. So thank you to everyone who has made it this far with us, and we had a great year, and we can't wait to see what 2026 holds for us. So I think that's all we have.
Yeah.
Bye guys.
Bye. Sure, it was only 55 minutes, so
Well, we have,
a little bit more.
and I've got a string. Whatever. I'll put it to the back there.
Oh, see, now it's a little tall or a little short. Oh well.
Okay. So what you're saying is don't point this at your face. Okay, it says rotate by arrow direction. So for me, it's to the left. Okay. Oh yeah.
My dog just hit the camera. Sorry, hold on.
One moment. Brief intermission. Now's the time to refill your drink.
Let's see if I can.
There. That's
close
pretty close. Yeah.
Okay.
Action.
Oh,
See,
it zooms in. Zooms in.
So we had it right.
We had
That's
it right.
Weird.
That is weird. What's up?
How's it going?
It's going. Sorry, my Colby texted me. Okay.
I can still watch live.
Well,